So Trizah Morris is the mother of John Doe and Jane Doe. And she is the woman who basically was the friend to Tiffany Haddish. And she is the woman who did basically try to sue them a couple of times through the years. And she doesn't no longer have custody of the son who was in the despicable video that I'm not going to even name. And I really, in my opinion, this is how I feel. I feel that the mom messed up, but I don't believe the mom is a bad person in this. And I'm going to explain this to you. Hello everyone, it's your girl Miss Analytical, and I am truly back. Thank you for listening to the last couple of uploads that I posted. I really appreciate it. The numbers not only are great, but really the interactions with people online with comments and so forth. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to start doing a lot of lives, more so, not just this, but also lives, because I really want to interact with a lot of you all, especially the ones that are new to my channel. So, Jason Lee, who was a great friend to Tiffany Haddish, is the person who actually revealed the woman's name, Trizah Morris. Trizah Morris has been in the comedy scene for almost, I would say, 20 years. And she has a nonprofit called Gems. And it's a nonprofit that basically she was inspired to create because of what she went through when she first moved out to California. So she's from the Midwest, and she's a CEO and director of family services at Gems, getting every mother situated. And the whole concept of this is basically to improve like every mother's status. If like they're struggling or going through something, she's there to help. I'm sure she gets government grants to keep the funding, the organization alive. But I do believe she dropped the ball when it came to this situation right here. So what happened is, according to Jason Lee, and I like Jason Lee, but I kind of side-eye him on this. Jason Lee basically is stating that it was an extortion plot. Like, she pretty much knew that Tiffany was going to do this sketch. And I'm going to read to you what he's saying. And it reads, what was intended to be a major shakedown for Tiffany Haddish turned out to be a great relief for the comedian. However, full details left out about two separate incidents, which led to a long-threatened lawsuit, have shed a negative light on the renowned comedian and sparked an even larger conversation online. Last week, a civil lawsuit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court by siblings identified only as Jane Doe, now 22, and John Doe, who was born in 2007. Jane, who is John's legal guardian, is the plaintiff in the lawsuit, both individually and on her young brother's behalf. The lawsuit accuses Aries and Tiffany Haddish of abusing the plaintiff sexually when they were both minors, and alleges that the comedians coerced them into filming sexually explicit child pornography skits. One of the disgusting and very inappropriate videos, titled "Through a Pedophile's Eyes," made its rounds online. To note, Haddish was approached by Spears to take on the 2014 skit when she was an up-and-coming comedian. She was not present when those inappropriate scenes were filmed, nor did she get to see the completed project when it was finalized at the time. When she eventually saw the final product, she later asked for the video to be taken down immediately, but Spears refused, and their skit later showed up on the platform, Funny or Die Digital. Those who came across the unsettling clip can agree that the video was not even close to funny. However, many online users are now also questioning what parents would allow their child to be a part of a project like this. The mother of the siblings, identified by Haddish's attorney as TMZ as Trizah Morris, was actually longtime friends with Haddish at one point, who actually got paid for the skits. But things went left after Morris approached the entertainer following her success in Girls Trip and started asking for help with her comedic career. Haddish explained she was unable to pretty much help, and that's when the friendship pretty much broke apart. So what Hollywood Unlocked is basically saying and alluding to is that once Tiffany made it, the lady Trizah Morris was basically trying to get put on. And Tiffany wasn't trying to help her in that way. So once that ended up happening, it was like, okay, I'm basically going to turn on you and I'm basically going to, try to throw you into the law and try to get you for money. Now, according to the research I've done, Tiffany was paying her money to try to, make this quiet and hush-hush. What also happened is that the little girl became an adult around about 2018. When the little girl became an adult, that was when the little girl pretty much wanted to also get justice. But the problem is nobody wanted to do it on a criminal level. They only wanted to do it on a civil level, which means get them for money. Because the mother took money without going through an actual lawsuit, it made it seem like the mother's silence was being bought, which kind of was, and not having the kids looked out. Now, this information, I'm not getting all this information from Jason Lee. It's from various different people I've been listening to online. But a lot of people in the Hollywood world are saying that this is indeed a shakedown. And some people in the Hollywood community are basically they don't feel bad. It was stupid. But the thing is that you can't blame, their whole thing is you can't blame Aries and Tiffany Haddish for not holding the mother accountable. Now, this is where I beg to differ. Unless she knew up front, hey, this is a sketch that's going to be dealing with a PSA type of situation, dealing with abuse. If they told her that, then you can't really give the mother the benefit of the doubt. If they told her it's going to deal with SA. If they told her it was just going to deal with abuse, and it's going to deal with, the little boy and a little girl are basically being abused at home by their mother and such, and they told her that, but then she saw something else and she signed. Now, here's the problem with this. The problem with this is that nobody is bringing up the C word, which is contract. When you have children who are not of age, children are not legally binded to a contract, but the parents are. If the parent agreed to put their children in this, how come there wasn't a contractual agreement? And there wasn't talk of money. There wasn't talk of, how much they would make in the back end of the video, with the YouTube profits. Because a lot of their videos, Tiffany and Aries Spears videos, was on YouTube. There wasn't any mentions of, if the video blows up, we may do another one. It was only sizzle reel for Nickelodeon. That's the lie that Tiffany made. That is what can make this criminal. Is that you put that son who was 7 years old in a situation and told his mother that it was for a Nickelodeon sizzle reel, if that was really told to be true, that you told her that. That is criminal. That right there is criminal because you lied. Because you knew that if you would have told her the truth, listen, we doing a skit based on SA. And your son is going to be, the person that's going to be a victim of it. No mother, and you could look at that mother. And you could see, based on her persona, she wouldn't be down with that. I could tell you. I could look at a person's persona and tell you she wouldn't be down with that. Especially her having a nonprofit, helping mothers and things like that. No. Because you know why? Because if you get caught up in something like that and you allow your children to participate in that, you lose all opportunities of getting government grants. She wouldn't have condoned that at all. Tiffany lied to that lady. And Aries Spears got Tiffany to get those kids. And it was like one of those weird classic things where, all right, I'll get you some kids. I know someone. And put them in the video and the two separate videos. And then, now the boy is traumatized and the girl is a 22-year-old adult. But see, here's the catch. The girl is now the guardian to the boy. And I'm going to tell you why that Jane Doe is a guardian to him. Because Jane Doe is filing charges. See, the mother can't really file the charges anymore because it's going to look like she's basically, making trouble and instigating something that the cops told her that we're not going to prosecute. But they never told the girl directly who was the victim. See, now the victim is coming forward. And it's like, I want them to be prosecuted. And I'm looking out for my little brother. And I'm telling you, they're going to be charged. They are going to be charged. I kid you not. And I hope they do. And with that being said, I hope Jane Doe and John Doe get justice. And I hope Trizah Morris is being a better judge of character when it comes to picking friends. And with that being said, I'm signing off. Thank you for listening. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and I'll be back later.